Put a little bit of the rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
It's crunch time here on The Jump. Zaire Wade and Bronny James made their debuts with Sierra Canyon yesterday. 91-44 win over Montgomery. Does it make you feel old, Mac, to watch these kids play?
Nope, mine is in middle school.
Right.
My kids, the LeBron kids.
Pretty good. See, Dwayne has time, so he was at the game, whereas LeBron posted a photo of him watching on a monitor screen because he was...
Just being a good dad.
Awesome.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. I love seeing these kids play together.
Playing in that type of environment, they're going to be so ready when they get up in college and to the pros.
Now, here's why it doesn't feel, watching him make him feel old, because Mac played with Del Curry, and then he's been watching Steph Curry for so long.
Right.
Hey, look, the Suns have lost 3 straight games, 2 of which came without Ricky Rubio. So, Zach, how important is Ricky to the Suns?
I mean, we saw this movie last year when they didn't have a legit point guard, and apologies to Tyler Johnson. He's kind of a hybrid. Javon Carter's a backup. They could.
That's how you know you see the difference. They pick up Ricky Rubio to operate that team because that's what they struggle in, a point guard. When he's injured, the teams tend to struggle because they don't have their point guard in the starting lineup with that team. And that's what it was lacking in over years. They need him to be healthy so this team could take more steps.
Win, and so yeah, they need Ricky Rubio.
Well, that was their problem the last few years, not having a solid point guard. I mean, this guy orchestrates everything, and it makes Devin Booker and those other players' life a lot easier, so he needs to get back.
I was in Phoenix earlier this week, and Ricky is just such a calming influence. He knows every situation. They had a lot of point guards at one point, Mac, and then they had no point guards because, apparently, yeah. Let's talk about Patrick Beverley receiving a flop warning for this play against Jason Tatum back on Wednesday. The slow-mo is really where you get it here.
Well, how is that a flop, though? He actually hit the man in the face.
Touch him.
There was contact, right?
There was contact.
Why is that a warning? He slapped the man.
He did not slap
That's
him.
a pretty good one right there.
Can we please, can we go back to that play? He slapped him in the face.
He did not slap him. His hand touched his face. But
This is a slap.
The reaction. We've had some good flops as we've... Okay, here you go.
That's a slap.
That's something. I agree with T-Mac.
Okay, but wouldn't his face go the other direction?
We're watching the same thing.
He should have got no warning. Like, there's a lot of players that do that in the league. They get calls and nothing to make contact. But that night, Tatum slapped him. He shouldn't have gotten no warning for that.
Look. Okay, watch.
I think
that one is a flop.
I think what we should do is get Jason Tatum in here and slap us all in the face and see how we feel about it. See how we react.
See how we have differences. We're watching the same video.
We are watching the same thing.
And
it's
you
the
have
problem with
difference of
America
opinion
right now, T-Mac. We're all watching the
you
same
don't think
thing
that was
and
a
seeing
slap?
different things.
You think that was a flop?
I think that Jason Tatum definitely touched his face. And that if he had just gone down, it might have been called or called differently. But then
Nichols.
when he moves his face away from the hand and then in the other direction, that's the direction change.
That's just
really
acting. That's just acting.
Well, that's what the warning is.
You have to play it up a little bit, but I do like that they're doing the flop warnings again. I like that they're doing that again.
Yeah, it's only the 3rd one this year, and
they did 0 for a long time.
To Pat Bev's credit, we have seen more egregious flops this season that have not been warned.
That wasn't a flop, Pat.
There you go. Paul George told reporters today he wants to retire as a Clipper. Take a listen.
This journey is good. This journey is it's been a blessing. Not a lot of people get to say they played back home. And honestly, I'm hoping this is the closing of my journey to be able to finish here in LA. So, this is a great chapter, great last part of my book, hopefully. And, I'm looking forward to doing big things.
Tracy, do you buy PG staying with the Clippers the rest of his career?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to stay home, right? I mean, I wanted that luxury until bad management. They have great management here with the Clippers. I don't see him going anywhere.
I mean, he did say LA.
Oh God!
Look at you starting.
No, of course I buy it. This is his 3rd team, and it's set up to be good for a long time. It's a well-run.
He will stay because it's his home team. He will stay. Like him and Kawhi, both have a long contract with them, so they gonna be together for numbers of years. They potentially could win 2 or 3 championships there if they just keep the same team around them, because they are built right and run right now.
Franchise, great organization, great front office. He should, like, I agree with Tracy. He should want to stay.
I buy it. I completely believe he wants to stay. Going home, very important to him. I don't think players should say this stuff. I just think there's too much you don't know.
You don't know.
Happen late in career. I think Paul George is going to have a great
But he just says, I swear, I thought I was going to stay in Orlando the rest of my career.
He just said he hopes. He hopes.
I know, but this stuff, look, he talked about wanting to stay in Indiana, and then they used that against him when he was trying to leave. I just think that I just enjoy what's in front of you right now. It's wonderful to be.
It's different. He's somewhere comfortable. He's back home. That's why when he came back and played, you see how comfortable he is, because he's in a familiar place. You know, Indiana drafted him, but his heart was in LA. That was where he wanted to get to for real.
Home, he can say, and then... Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app.